Welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So Altered Carbon Resleeved is an anime set in the whole Altered Carbon world. And so if you haven't seen Altered Carbon Season 1 or Season 2, I did do reviews of both, and I'll leave those reviews in the description area below if you wanted to see that. And so this particular story is set in between Season 1 and Season 2. And so if you have seen both seasons, then a lot of these characters will be very familiar to you. And so once again, we have Takeshi Kovacs, but this time he is in a different sleeve. And so the general story here is that there is this young girl named Holly. She is a tattoo artist, and she plays a very important role in this whole Yakuza gang, where there is a succession going on from the previous leader over to the new leader. And within that, there is this power struggle, and here Takeshi Kovacs is brought in to make sure that this succession happens. So that is the general story. So getting into the things that I did like about this anime is the overall animation style. Now this one is heavily a CG anime, and so if you're somebody who doesn't like CG anime, then you might not like this one. But what this does a little bit different is it combines CG anime along with this whole cell shaded style. So I think it has a really good looking, colorful visual appearance, and it combines this whole thing together in this whole Blade Runner type world. And so that's something that I did enjoy watching. And then the second thing is the overall action, especially when you have these ninja assassins. They just look so cool and awesome. And so whenever the action comes, it is really fast. It's great to look at, and it really complements this whole visual style. So the action is cool when it's there. And then the third thing I would say is if you do enjoy the whole Altered Carbon universe, then there's a lot here that will be familiar and that you will like. As I mentioned earlier, Takeshi Kovacs is here, but other familiar characters are here as well. So if you did watch both seasons of it, a lot of these things will really make sense to you. And at the same time, it being an anime, it does some things that the whole live action seasons can't do. And so those are like the three main things that I enjoyed about this particular anime. For the best value in domain names, check out Namecheap, where you can get a domain for an entire year for less than $10, plus get WhoisGuard privacy protection for free. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below. And so getting into the things that I didn't like about Resleeved is the overall story itself. And so the general story is very simple. Takeshi Kovacs is here to stop the Yakuza, and then there's a final boss battle. And that's really the general story. Now there are things in between that, but it's really not that important in the overall scheme of things. And the thing that I was most interested in were these assassin ninjas. So it really would have been cool to find out a little bit more about this and all these factions, but I understand that this is a very short anime, and so that would have been nice if they could have expanded upon that. And then the second thing is, even though these characters that we have in these world, they're very familiar, we know them from watching Altered Carbon, there really wasn't anything interesting about them. Even Takeshi Kovacs, he's more one note. About the only character that was kind of interesting is Holly herself, but they really didn't go any further in that story, even though they have hints about her past and things like that. They kind of just all wrapped it up. And so kind of similar to the whole story thing, they could have expanded more upon that and maybe like taken off some of the scenes with these characters that really didn't add much to the overall story. And other than that, those are my thoughts on Altered Carbon Resleeved. I wouldn't say it's a bad anime per se, but it's one that is really not necessary if you've actually watched Altered Carbon Season 1 and Season 2. And it's one that I probably won't come back to watch, except for the very cool action scenes with these ninja assassins. So that is my overall thoughts and review of Altered Carbon Resleeved. If you have seen this or the Altered Carbon series, let me know some of your thoughts in the comments area below. And if you want to see more of my anime reviews, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave that in the description as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Go Content Creators Group, where you get access to additional videos and content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators Group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.